set up a clean station. And I'm trying to think of these kids going on to a university setting and working in a studio that is shared by other kids, and then being respectful of the space. So I'm always trying to think ahead and work with newspaper, control the area, clean up after themselves, set up their station, break it down, the whole thing. So for our class, keep your hands clean. You'll take a little bit of the printing ink. It's very tacky.
Nice hands, by the way.
You like my hands? I was going to be a hand model. I used to say that, and I sort of am a hand model now. Also, I give this demo, and then I'll videotape it, load it to the site. And also, if you look at the top of that bulletin board, that's a PowerPoint of it step by step by step. So there's all these different ways to access this material. So if you're that kid in class that day who's zoned out, not listening to me, which happens, there's always one kid who has something else to think about that's really important, they can revisit this either with me through the Google site or through how-to sheets, asking friends who have done it. This is that magic sound. You hear that? This is the perfect amount of ink. Has like that sticky sound. Take your block, put it on the newspaper. Actually, I'm going to do the cat. I'll let you choose. I'm going to do the cat because this shows you lines. And then you roll it out, and you want to keep gathering up more ink and spreading it out evenly on the block. And I'm going to kind of make an accident on purpose. If you roll off the block and hit the newspaper, you can keep finishing your ink, but before you actually pull a proof or a print, you have to change your newspaper. So I'm going to do it again here by accident. And you check it. You have a couple of things that could go wrong. And this is how you get good at it. You can either put too much ink on your block, which is called flooding the block, or you could put too little, which you won't get solid shapes. Or, actually, you can also make a messy print. I want to get rid of this paper because I'm going to put paper over it, so I'll fold it, put this back down. And you also could have the problem that you don't press all the areas on the back properly so that you don't get an even print when you pull it up. So you put this on. Many kids think it's a stamp. This goes on top. Use the heel of your hand or a wooden spoon, but for today, just use the heel of your hand. And you're massaging the block, feeling all four corners, and getting every part. Lucky block. Now I can't load this to the internet. Probably. And then you pull your print.
Oh, cool.
And there's your proof. So this one gets hung up on the bulletin board, and that's done. This is a practice proof. Why would you do a proof? Why would you do a print? Like a dummy almost. What would be the purpose of it?
To see how it comes out?
To see how it comes out. And what if it's not as you want it to be?
Then you could change the etchings or whatever?
You could. You can go back into and carve it. So for today, for you to be my guinea pigs, I'm going to ask you to set up you can work in teams, so you don't have to have all individual printing. So 1, 2, 3 teams. Set up your own printing station, and then at the end, pack it up and clean it up with the sponge and everything at the sink.